This morning, we are getting a look at a camp that is set up in Romania for Ukrainian refugees. This is really interesting.
Yeah, this is a really interesting perspective that I don't think we've really gotten a lot of recently. Jon Gainer joins us. He's the director of Eastern Europe for Kontaktmission, and then also Kalep Roberson, who's a missionary with Kontaktmission. Kalep is in Romania right now, and Jon joins us here locally in the U.S. First, I'll start with you, Kalep. What are you seeing out there right now in Romania? Do you have a lot of refugees staying with you right now that have come over from Ukraine?
Yes, so we have 7 families and 9 homes, and we just got 4 more on Friday, so we're setting up 4 more. And so right now we have about 25 refugees with us, with more coming this week, starting tomorrow.
So can you tell us a little bit more specifically about the areas exactly where the refugees are coming from? What are the stories that they're sharing?
So we are right outside of Bucharest, about an hour, and Bucharest is the capital, outside of a small city called Pitești. And we have a 5-acre campground that was given to us. And as one of the stories actually was Masha, who I think you've heard about before. And she came with her 3 children and her mother-in-law, and she's been helping us be Mama Masha to the village, or to our village, we call it. And Friday night, you can see that she was reunited with her husband, Sasha, who was decided to stay back for a little while to help his church and people back in Ukraine. But Friday night, we were able to reunite them, and that was a wonderful experience for us to be part of that.
Wow.
We're looking at that video right now. It's absolutely beautiful. You see the kids come up here too right now. Wow, just emotional seeing all of this. Jon, I want to talk to you a little bit about this too. What has this just been like? An emotion? I know you've been out there for several weeks now. Just the emotional experience. We see this moment right here, but I'm sure it's not just that one moment. It's every day you're seeing these moments of people being reunited and feeling, lucky to get out, but also at the same time devastated that they had to leave.
Yeah, I would say that this situation is a situation of extremes. We see the extreme evil of Russian leadership as they constantly bombard cities. Most of the people that are coming here are from a city called Alexandria, of Kremenchuk and Kharkov. But we see the extreme evil of the bombardments where they're just firing indiscriminately into residential areas. But then we also see this extreme virtue, the happiness on the children's faces as they play like kids should play. And then also the Romanian people, they have just jumped at the experience to be able to help these people, and they see the Ukrainians like brothers. And so we're just immensely impressed. In fact, even the people who are coming that we as Americans would call refugees don't see themselves that way. They see themselves as servants of one another.
Jon,
and so you see how they're building flower boxes and helping one another, making gardens. It's just phenomenal.
And that's what I wanted to ask you about. The images that we're seeing, they're building the flower boxes, they're playing, they have a trampoline. We're seeing these huge shipping containers that have been turned into homes and makeshift kitchens. You're trying to make this as normal as possible for the children, for the families.
That's right. We want them to be as far away from the war experience as they can. That means getting them out of sheltering in basements of giant apartment buildings and getting them to places where they can feel comfortable, where they can in some way try to reassemble some sort of normal life. We even have kids going to school in the camp. Sasha, the husband that was reunited with Masha, is a school teacher. And so they're going to be doing education for the kids.
Wonderful. And
they're going to be giving them a place that they can safely land.
Some sense of normalcy, yeah. Kalep, I want to talk to you. I know that and I hate to refer to people as numbers, but the number of people that have been in and out of your 5-acre establishment here has kind of ebbed and flowed. Where are these refugees going to? Are they going to other European countries eventually? Is this a stopping ground, or is this maybe home for an extended period of time?
Yeah, so we have sent one family to Spain, one lady to Spain who wanted to go on to her daughter. In the beginning, we were kind of organizing a lot of different routes from different border towns to different parts in Europe. But now, as the second and third wave start of the refugees, many are just looking to Romania as a soft place to land. The culture is very similar. The country looks very similar. And the fact that the Romanians have welcomed them immensely with lots of huge amounts of money and donations and housing. They're trying to see Romania now as a place that could be a long-term solution until they can get back home. And so right now we're just going to be that mid to long-term place to where for the whosoever's and for however long they need, we're going to provide this place for them to stay and be safe.
And knowing that you're there right now in Romania, we've seen some of the violence spill over now past Ukraine into the Russian border. My understanding is you're pretty close to the Ukrainian border. Any concerns about your safety there right now? Does everyone feel pretty safe to have made it to Romania?
I think they feel quite safe in Romania just because of the NATO presence and things like that. And so Romania is actually quite safe at the moment. I don't think that we have anything to worry about at the moment. But just this week, they had an alert going on in our state about not burning fires in gardens. And they saw the alert come out on the emergency alert to the phones. And the people were kind of startled and a little upset because they thought that it could be like, some nuclear bomb or some bomb. And they were just freaking out because they didn't understand Romanian. Oh. And so luckily I was there to be able to say, no, this is just an alert not to start fires. And so it's just kind of broke my heart to just they're just living through this, this
fear.
Post-traumatic stress.
It's fear, every second.
To both of you, so many people watching this right now would like to help in some way. How can they do that?
Well, we've set up a giving portal on gokmusa.org. This is the best way for them to give. We're really impressed with how Kontaktmission has led themselves through this situation. They are giving 100% of all gifts received to Ukrainian relief efforts. Most NGOs are taking 1%, but Kontaktmission is giving 100%. They're doing all the administrative stuff for free. The only thing that doesn't get to the refugees is the percent that the credit card companies take.
Wow. Gentlemen, thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Please stay safe, and thank you again for your time.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.